It has been more than 60 years since the People's Republic of China forced His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, into exile and took control of Tibet against the will of its people. The dispute between the Chinese and the Tibetans over Tibet's status and governance has persisted ever since, in spite of the willingness of the Dalai Lama and the Tibetan people to resolve Tibet's status and governance through dialogue. With dialogue blocked, the PRC has continued its unceasing efforts to erode Tibetan history, Tibetan language, Tibetan culture, and Tibetan religion. A few years ago, I was on a delegation with Speaker Pelosi. We went to Tibet, and we saw firsthand the PRC's repression against the people of Tibet, essentially trying to erase the Tibetans as a people. This bill that we are discussing here today seeks to end that by explicitly recognizing that the Tibetan people are a people with a distinct religious, cultural, linguistic, and historical identity, by reminding all concerned that peoples, and not least the Tibetan people, have a right to self-determination under international human rights law, and by requiring the U.S. government to actively counter the PRC's propaganda about Tibet, like the false claim that Tibet has been part of China since ancient times, a position that the United States has never accepted, and there is no basis for such a claim. Through these measures, we hope to kickstart dialogue between Tibet and China, in keeping with longstanding U.S. policy.